In this video, you will learn about some exciting opportunities that could help you become a homeowner without needing a huge lump sum upfront. Who is happy about that? I am so excited to share this. For many of us, saving a deposit feels impossible. When you're renting, you're paying a big chunk of your income on someone else's mortgage. So also the rising cost of living makes it so hard to put anything aside, and it can be demoralizing. Watch my previous video on how I struggled to save until I found a way to conquer. Now, what if I told you there are different ways to get onto the property ladder with little or even zero deposit? I'm going to break it down for you so you decide which one suits you most. First up, 100% mortgages. Yes, they actually exist in this 2025. A few lenders have started offering 100% mortgages under specific conditions. So with this, there is a different type of mortgage that is designed for renters. Okay, that's what they use. If you've been renting for at least 12 months and have never missed a payment, you could qualify for a mortgage with no deposit required. Now, to be qualified for this, you must be a first-time buyer in the UK. You need to prove affordability, which simply means that your rent must be equal to or more than the potential mortgage payment. Now, this option is aimed at people who've proven that they can handle regular payments even if they haven't saved a deposit. So if you know that you are a dedicated renter who does not miss payments, then this is for you. Now, I'm going to make a detailed video specifically on this one so that this video doesn't get extremely long. For now, let's explore all the other options. Option 2 is shared ownership. With shared ownership, you buy a share of a property, usually between 25% and 75%, and then you pay rent on the remaining share, which is owned by a housing association. You will still need a mortgage for this type, but only for the portion you are buying. For instance, you can get about 5% deposit for these type of schemes. If you're going for a house of 300,000 and you decide to buy 25% of it, then that would mean 75,000 for you. Now, you need a deposit, usually 5% of the 75,000, which is now 3,500 as a deposit for you. So you see, instead of struggling to put down 30,000, that is 10% of 300,000 as deposit for this same house, you are now able to deposit 3,500. Over time, you can buy more of the property through a process called staircasing. Okay, so which means you can be acquiring more of it until you finish buying every part of the house if you want. This is ideal for people with modest income and little savings. It makes getting onto the ladder more achievable. Option 3 is the government schemes. Now, the UK government offers several schemes designed to help buyers with low or no deposit. We are going to discuss the different types. Number 1 is the first home schemes. This offers new build homes at a discount of whopping 30 to 50% for first-time buyers and key workers. The thing about this one is that the discount stays with the property so that it will help future buyers too, which means if you want to sell this same property, you have to still impute that same discount that you got for the new buyer. The next is called mortgage guarantee scheme. This one encourages lenders to offer you mortgages of about 95%. So even if you don't have a full 5% deposit, some lenders might accept gifted deposits or use other options. By gifted deposit, I mean if you do not have your down payment as per deposit, you can have a friend or family who is able to gift you some money to complete your deposit, and it's acceptable. Another government scheme is called Right to Buy, and this is specifically for council tenants. So if you rent a council home, you may be able to buy it with a large discount depending on your location. For some people in London, their price ranges may be a bit higher than those ones located outside London just because of the cost of housing in those areas. Another clever one is called rent to buy scheme. Now, in this scheme, you rent a new build home at a discounted rate, usually 20% below the market price. Okay, now the idea is that you use the rent savings to build up a deposit while living in the home you will eventually buy. So there is already an agreement that you are going to buy this house, and that is why they are giving it to you at a very much discounted price. Some schemes will even let you buy the home after a few years without needing a full deposit if you have proven consistent payments anyway. So you see, when you are paying your rent, try as much as possible to be consistent and not default. It helps also in these kind of things. Now, what if you want to buy a house to rent out as a landlord with no deposit? Yes, you can do that. It's a bit tougher, but it's not impossible. Option one is that you can use equity from another property. That is, if you already have a property. Okay, so you could remortgage to release equity and use that as the deposit for a buy-to-let mortgage. Okay, another option is to do the joint ventures or partnerships. Okay, this is in this case you partner with someone who has the capital. Okay, so you partner with someone who has the deposit while you manage the property. So you two will now split the profit based on your agreement. The third option is called lease. This is a creative method that lets you control a property and then you are able to rent it out without owning it yet. You have to sign an agreement though with the owner. You pay a monthly amount and you have you have the option to buy the property later at a set price. So you do not need any deposit upfront. Now keep in mind that most buy-to-let lenders want at least 20 to 25% of deposit. Remember, if you're buying your first home or your own home, normally you need 10%, but in this case you need 20 to 25%. So this lease option comes with legal and financial risks. Okay, so always get a professional advice. Owning a home in the UK with zero deposit is possible, whether it's through a government-backed mortgage, shared ownership, or something more creative like the lease options. The path is there for you. That is the most important thing. Knowledge, they say, is power. If this helped you feel a little more hopeful about owning your own place, drop a comment below and let me know what scheme you would like to explore more. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos for more on finance. Okay, let's keep growing together. Bye.